Hi, Fred Shaw. My name is Keisha Garrett, and I'm responding to Discussion Board 3, your post about the book of Luke. I liked it. I did. I liked it a lot. It sounded a lot like me. I can tell you got into it. I can tell you got passionate about it. And I read that passion and I felt it. I feel the same way. So kudos to you, Fred. So let's get into it. Um, you talked about the embedded approach that Jesus reached out. He was building bridges with people. Yes, he was. Jesus was intentional. He was strategic. I loved it. But I didn't see that he was trying to do certain types of groups. I saw that he didn't even care. He really just was about the ministry. There were times where he veered off the path where he was supposed to go just to go heal a man, the man with the demons. So he was just, it was small groups, large groups, individuals. He was just like all in. And I love that you said Jesus did some building of bridges. And I think he did in that, regardless of him trying to minister to small groups, large groups, individuals, or you call them cautious groups, he just still wanted to share with people the gospel. I think his goal here was to make disciples. And so, or fishers of men. Ooh, I love it. Okay. And so another point I wanted to talk about that you mentioned in your text was the firsthand accounts. Yes, that's the active collaboration that Luke talked about. It's the restoring that Luke talked about. It's the narrative perspective that Luke talked about. So it was a narrative research approach through and through. You can see glimpses of case studies throughout the text, but overall, I agree it was a narrative account. Next, you talked about reprimanding women. That he did not reprimand women. I agree with you. He did not. Instead of doing that with the whole garment, who touched my garment? That garment represents healing. That garment represents the woman who knew that she can chase after Jesus and she would be whole. He didn't lecture. Instead, he loved. Hallelujah. He did not waste his time with words, which made him very strategic. Next, with the whole unclean spirit, that unclean spirit, instead of just constantly chastising people and saying, you're unclean, you're unclean, you're unclean, he said, you are whole. Go. You are whole. So Jesus is the balm of Gilead. He is truly the balm of Gilead. His fragrance is just all over me. And I just pray that I'm making him proud here on the earth. And you as well, Fred. God bless. Thank you for your post.